Your brain in some ways is just a muscle like any other muscle in your body. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But starting out, any exercise is going to be hard work. The thing to remember is that it'll get easier after you work at it for a while. It doesn't have to all be work though. There are fun things you can do to get your brain muscles working. Puzzles like crosswords and Scrabble will give you a really good workout. It's never too late to start. Tipperary man Michael Power took his first steps in adult education at the age of 40.
Well, I knew for years, alright, that I had difficulties with reading and writing, but there wasn't a need there to do something about it. And it's only when I had children and I realised that there was homework going to have to be done, and simple things, reading stories at night time to my kids, that was going to be a difficulty I had to do something about it.
Michael got in touch with his local literacy group in Rosscray and began his journey.
You didn't know what to expect really. You'd have this terrible feeling in your gut about going back. Geez, am I doing the right thing, or they're going to think I'm an idiot or something like that. It takes time and it takes a bit of effort, and sometimes you come to a stage and you just say, is it worth all this hassle? In time it gets easier for everyone, but just for people that are starting out, like, there's people out there to encourage them in different schemes. People that go back with literacy problems think sometimes you have to spend hours at it. Well, if you spend 20 or 20 minutes to half an hour and go away and just relax and come back to it again, it's easier to do it, and you learn more in that as well. Well, that's what I found anyway, you know. The world is your oyster now. You feel like that you can do anything when you get confidence and you're not afraid to speak about it. It's a fantastic experience. Well, I've done my Leaving Cert Maths and English and my Junior Cert, and computers as well, something that I had no knowledge of. I remember walking down the street in Neenah, and there was youngsters, 17 and 18, and they were looking at their Leaving Cert paper, and I was able to pull out the same paper. And there was I, and I was 40 years of age. It was fantastic. They looked at me as a student at the time, and that was the beauty of it. And you know, I think the more you do and the more you progress in it, the more confidence you get. The greatest achievement I suppose I had was when, after finishing my Leaving Cert Maths, I have a daughter, she started in the first year, and she was struggling with algebra, which is something I knew nothing about 12 months prior to that. I remember one evening sitting down for an hour helping her, and she said, "Shani, Daddy, you should be teaching inside in school, you're better than the teachers." That's what it was all about, to go back and to be able to help them. And that was the start of it, and it gave me great encouragement to keep going on, and I still remember that. You meet the brick wall, but it's to keep going, because when you get over that wall, it's fantastic. Life began at 40 for me anyway. 5, 6 years ago, I was looking at retiring in a factory job that I had been in for 20 years, and there was no way out. Several times down through the years, I'd love to have moved on, but I just wasn't in a position with education-wise and confidence-wise. I feel I can try anything I like now at this stage. I've achieved so much. I'm not afraid or ashamed of what I am or what I didn't achieve when I was a young lad. So I feel I just want to try as much as I can before I get too old. In the next 10, 20 years, I definitely will fulfill a lot of ambitions that were only dreams one time. But now they can become very real.
There are many courses out there for people to do, and Michael has some words to encourage anyone who's thinking about going back to further their education.
I couldn't encourage people enough to come on board, and people with problems. Don't be afraid to go up and ask for help. If I could just go back and meet people that are coming on or starting where I started and catch them by the hand and just lead them along the path that I came, because it's a whole new world out there.